time for the late night big breakfast, Mastercook. Competing tonight, Jason Hoyt, Lee Hart, and Jax Hamilton. All three of you deserve to be here, but after this challenge, only one can remain.
Really, really confident, all over it. And I thought, yeah, I can do this, I can bring it home, I can win.
Yeah, of course, I miss my family. You know, you come into competition like this and, you know, you're doing diary cams and cooking and everything, you know, it is lonely and you do miss them.
So you can't see them while you're making the show?
No, they left me about 12 years ago. There was a bit of a breakup, messy breakup. I don't want to go into that. But yeah, I miss them every day. That's why I do this cooking stuff. It takes my mind off it.
We're upping the stakes today. Tonight, you'll be cooking quiche Lorraine.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, in hindsight, I probably overreacted a little bit. I'm just not really good with eggs, and you know, I'm more of a meat sort of orientated guy. Quiche, fine. Quiche Lorraine, that's a whole different kettle of fish.
No, when Jason said fuck, I don't think he did overreact, to be honest. We were surprised when it was a quiche Lorraine. I've never made one. I know Jace hasn't, but Jax probably has.
You'll be under stopwatch conditions. There's a lot of pressure. Get to your stations. Your time starts now.
Right.
The contestants must get to their stations where they are cooking against each other and the clock. But then, drama, as Lee has to do his first diary cam.
Yeah, it was going pretty well. Then I got pulled away from my first diary cam, and I really kind of lost momentum then. And I could tell that the others sort of took advantage of that. They could really tell I was out of the loop, literally, and they really started getting ahead then.
And this is my second diary cam now, and I'm really feeling under the time pressure, not only in the kitchen, but having to do these diary cams. I knew that time was going to be an issue. I just didn't realise that the diary cams were going to take quite so long.
Time's always a pressure for me, but you know, I just dig it in, get in there. I could smell it cooking, and I knew I had a winner. I've won this one.
I'm not actually quite sure why I'm doing these diary cams. It's certainly not a very good use of my time, and normally the host doesn't do diary cams. So I'm not sure why the producers have got me doing these at all, to be honest.
The diary cams seem to be taking their toll on the chefs. But coming up shortly, drama, as Jace gets lost in the fridge department. The Mastercook chefs have been asked to do diary cams and make a quiche Lorraine under stopwatch conditions.
Quiche Lorraine.
Oh, fuck.
But now, things have gotten worse for Jason.
You know, and the other issue was, of course, that I got lost in the fridge department for some time. I was looking throughout the fridges. I think Lee actually moved my milk. It was in the Frigidaire, and it wasn't there when I looked at it. I don't know whether that was an accident, whether that was deliberate. I'm not casting aspersions here, but I looked in every fridge in the whole floor, and I couldn't find it. Strange.
Yeah, Jace seems to be more of a diary cam type chef than a chef type chef. He seems to be quite good at expressing himself when he's not actually in the kitchen, if you know what I mean. Where other chefs express themselves in the kitchen.
Just to recap on that earlier recap, the chefs are making a quiche Lorraine. But then drama. Host Jeremy Wells is called in for a second diary cam.
This is my second diary cam, and they're asking me for a reaction about how I felt about my first diary cam, and I thought I made it quite clear that I shouldn't have been doing it in the first place, so I'm surprised that they've asked me to provide a reaction to something that I've already said I don't really want to do. So my reaction stands the same as the last diary cam, which is that I don't think that I should be doing this.
We're halfway through now, and I'm thinking, yeah, it's all going to plan. Pastry's perfect. This is my chance to come first. No second place for me this time.
It's time to present the dishes.
The contestants were asked to cook a quiche Lorraine. They all performed admirably, but only one can win. Jax, could we see your quiche Lorraine, please? Looks good. Do you think you deserve to be here?
I do, Jeremy, I do, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, let's taste it. Looks good.
So when I brought my dish in, Jeremy looked well impressed, gave me the nod, tasted it. I could see he was just loving every single morsel of my quiche Lorraine. I'm in there. I can taste the dip. I can taste victory. I can taste it.
It's a very nice quiche Lorraine, Jax.
Thank you very much.
You should be very proud of this.
I am.
Looks a lot like the one that we started with, actually.
Yeah, I just followed the brief precisely.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
You can go back now. Jason, could you bring me your quiche Lorraine?
When I took my quiche Lorraine to Jeremy, I knew I was under huge pressure. He's a really, really tough judge, and he knows his food. He really knows his food, and I knew that mine not being cooked was going to be a bit of an issue. So I was pretty tense.
You've let yourself down a little bit on the presentation, Jace.
Yeah, I was cooking on a showroom oven and I didn't realise it wasn't going. You know, it's really hard to cook a meal when you don't have heat and you're in a showroom and the oven's not working or the hob's not working or it's being sold in the middle of cooking the meal.
Are you happy with this quiche Lorraine?
Yeah, pretty happy. Obviously a bit firmer would have been better. Cooking eggs without heat, very difficult.
Hopefully, Jace, it tastes a lot better than it looks.
But that's cooking, and you know, you've just got to go with it. And you know, at the end of the day, I think I really put me on the plate.
Luckily for you, Jace, it tastes a lot better than it looks.
Yes.
Do you think you deserve to be in this kitchen showroom, Jason?
Yeah, I mean, cooking is something I'm really passionate about. And
It's emotional, and Jason succumbs to the pressure of the kitchen showroom.
that's all I can do. Me on the plate, and I walk away pretty proud.
Coming up, the final dish is judged, and 2 people will be going home in a prepaid maxi taxi. Only one of our 3 chefs can be pronounced the late-night Big Breakfast Master Cook champion. Jax and Jason have already presented their quiche Lorraines. Who will win and who will be going home in the maxi taxi? Now it's Lee's turn to present his quiche Lorraine.
Let's see Lee's quiche Lorraine. Lee, could you bring me your quiche Lorraine? That's a steak sandwich.
Yeah, I mean, when you said you wanted a quiche Lorraine, I could sort of tell what you really felt like was a steak sandwich, you know. So I kind of improvised, I suppose, and just took a risk. Yeah, what he did was under pressure. Come out of my 3rd diary cam. I was feeling the heat, not from Jason's oven because he didn't have one at that time, but more from the pressure of the situation. I had to think out of the square. I could tell that Jeremy probably actually wanted a steak sandwich, you know, and not that Lorraine thing, you know. So I kind of took a risk.
Are you happy with the steak sandwich?
Yeah, it's an emotional dish. It's a dish we served at my grandfather's funeral, and he hadn't actually died yet. So I mean, and you know, I just want to be here to the end. You know what I mean?
Let's taste it.
Lee's taken a risk and made a steak sandwich, but will it pay off?
That's a very good steak sandwich. You've really struck a balance between the bread and the steak and the greenery and the chips. What a masterstroke.
Thank you.
Well done, Lee. You really deserve to be here.
Thank you.
Even though the challenge was to cook a quiche Lorraine, in the end I felt like a steak sandwich. And Lee read my mind. He made me a steak sandwich.
But will it be enough to take out Master Cook?
And now it's the time to find out who is the winner of our Master Cook Challenge. Jax, you cooked a superb quiche Lorraine. The egg was beautifully done. It looked fantastic. It was perfectly baked. I'm going to give you 8 out of 10.
Oh, thank you very much.
Jace, your quiche Lorraine left a lot to be desired. Didn't look great. It was raw. But it did taste okay. I'll also give you an 8 out of 10. Lee, we asked for a quiche Lorraine. You cooked a steak sandwich. This competition's all about taking risks, and you took a big risk, but it paid off. Your steak sandwich was delicious, and I was sick of eating quiche Lorraines by that stage. Lee, tonight I'm going to give you a 10 out of 10. Lee, you are the winner.
In a risky move, presenting a steak sandwich instead of a quiche Lorraine, Lee Hart has become the first winner of Kitchen Showroom Master Cook. If you think you have what it takes to win Master Cook, get in touch for the next series.